Welcome. Today, we're diving into how high altitude transforms the way your body works. When you travel to higher elevations, the air gets thinner, meaning there's less oxygen in every breath you take. This sudden change forces your brain, blood, and muscles to adapt quickly. You might notice yourself breathing faster, feeling tired sooner, or even getting a bit lightheaded. These are all signs that your body is working overtime to adjust. Whether you're hiking up a mountain or visiting a city high above sea level, understanding these changes helps explain why altitude can feel so challenging. Let's explore what happens inside your body and why these effects matter for both everyday visitors and elite athletes. Brain is a major oxygen consumer, and it's the first to notice when levels drop at high altitude. With less oxygen reaching brain tissue, you might experience dizziness, headaches, or even slower reaction times. This is called hypoxia, and it can make thinking and concentrating more difficult. To compensate, your brain increases blood flow, but adaptation takes time, sometimes days or even weeks, depending on how high you go. These changes explain why altitude sickness often starts with mental symptoms. As we move forward, we'll see how the rest of your body, especially your blood, responds to this new environment. Blood reacts quickly to the low oxygen environment of high altitude. First, your heart rate and breathing speed up to deliver more oxygen. Then, your kidneys release a hormone called erythropoietin, which stimulates the production of extra red blood cells. These new cells help carry more oxygen throughout your body, making up for the thinner air. However, as your blood thickens, your heart has to work harder, which can be a challenge for some people. This adaptation is also why athletes train at altitude. They return to sea level with a stronger, more efficient oxygen delivery system. Next, let's see how these changes affect your physical performance. Physical activity at high altitude feels much tougher. With less oxygen available, your muscles tire faster, and your endurance drops. You may notice that you get out of breath quickly, and your muscles might feel sore due to a buildup of lactic acid. Recovery after exercise also takes longer. However, as your body adapts over days or weeks, your muscles become more efficient at using oxygen, and your performance gradually improves. This adaptation is why many athletes seek out high-altitude training to boost their abilities. But for most people, patience and gradual exposure are key to feeling better and performing well. Altitude sickness occurs when your body can't adjust quickly enough to the sudden drop in oxygen. This is especially common if you ascend too rapidly, whether hiking or flying to a high city. Symptoms include nausea, headaches, trouble breathing, and poor sleep. In severe cases, dangerous swelling in the brain or lungs can develop, requiring immediate medical attention. The best way to prevent altitude sickness is to ascend slowly and stay hydrated. By giving your body time to adapt, you reduce the risk of serious complications and enjoy your high-altitude experience more safely. With enough time, your body acclimatizes to high altitude. Breathing becomes deeper, your blood is richer in red cells, and circulation improves. Muscles learn to use oxygen more efficiently, making physical activity easier. People who live in high-altitude regions like the Andes or Himalayas have even developed genetic adaptations that help them thrive. These changes show just how remarkable the human body is at overcoming environmental challenges. As we continue, let's look at how these adaptations can even affect your mental clarity. Mental clarity at high altitude can vary widely. Some people experience mental fog and slower thinking during the first days, while others feel sharper after their bodies adjust. Increased blood flow to the brain can eventually improve alertness and focus, but early on, judgment and reaction time may be affected. It's important to monitor your cognitive performance when you're at elevation, especially if you're doing activities that require quick thinking. Everyone's response is different, so paying attention to how you feel is key. The altitude is both a challenge and a reward. The physical demands push your body out of its comfort zone, but the adaptation process builds resilience and strength. Athletes often train at elevation to gain long-term performance advantages, while travelers and hikers find that the challenge brings a sense of accomplishment and mental calm. The beauty of high places, combined with the satisfaction of overcoming difficulty, makes the experience truly memorable. Let's wrap up by summarizing what we've learned about the body's remarkable adaptability. The altitude affects nearly every system in your body. The reduced oxygen challenges your brain, blood, and muscles, but over time, your body adapts in impressive ways. Understanding how altitude works helps you stay safe, train smarter, and appreciate your body's resilience. Whether you're an athlete, traveler, or just curious, knowing what to expect at elevation can make your experience safer and more rewarding. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the science of high altitude. That brings us to the end of today's breakdown on high altitude and the human body. We hope you found this exploration helpful and insightful. Remember, whether you're climbing mountains or just curious about how your body works, understanding altitude can help you stay safe and get the most out of your adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.